Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In today's session, we are going to talk about very important concept of English language, that is the sentence. A definition is written on the board. Let me read the definition for you. A sentence is a group of words that make a complete sense. Let me read the definition again. A sentence is a group of words that make a complete sense. It means we have to get a group of words, and then after reading that we should be able to get complete sense. Only then it can be called a sentence. Now let me write some words on the board. You just pay attention. He, they, is, at, and do. Now this is a group of words, but is it sentence? Let's read this group of words together and let's see whether we are able to get any meaning out of that or not. He, they, is, at, do. Are we able to get any meaning out of that? The obvious answer to this question is no. We are not able to make any meaning out of that. So this group of words is not giving us meaning at all. It is not making any sense at all. So this is a group of words, but it is not giving any meaning as such, and therefore this group of words cannot be called a sentence. Then what is a sentence? I repeat, a sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. Means after reading that group of words, we should be able to get complete meaning out of that. Now let me write some examples on the board, and with the help of that we will understand this concept of sentence very well. He writes a letter. Let's read this group of words once again. He writes a letter. Now after reading this sentence, we are able to get a complete sense. Means we are understanding the meaning of this sentence, meaning of this group of words very well, and therefore this group of words is called a sentence. One more example I will take here. I teach English. Let's read this group of words once again. I teach English. After reading this group of words, we are getting a complete sense. Means we are able to understand meaning of the group of words, and therefore this group of words can be called a sentence. We will take one more example. He was working hard. Let's read this group of words once again. He was working hard. Now in this group of words, we are able to get a complete sense. Means we are able to get complete meaning out of this, and therefore this group of words also can be called a sentence. And one more example I will take here. Vikas is a writer. Now let's read this group of words together once again. Vikas is a writer. Now after reading this group of words, we are able to get a complete sense. This group of words is making us to understand that something is being conveyed about Vikas, that is, he is a writer. So all these four group of words can be called sentence because they are self-sufficient to express some idea. They are self-sufficient to convey complete sense or the meaning, and therefore it becomes quite clear from this point that the sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. After having understood what is meant by sentence, let's understand what is meant by phrase. The definition of the phrase is written on the board. Let me read the definition of phrase for you. A phrase is a group of words that make some sense but not complete one. Let me read once again. A phrase is a group of words that make some sense but not complete one. We will try to understand this concept of praise with the help of some examples. So look at the board and pay attention. In the morning. Now here we are getting three words. So in this way we can say that we are getting a group of words. After reading this group of words, we are able to get some meaning, means we are able to get some sense out of that. But it is not complete one. We are not getting complete message out of that. So is this group of words sentence? Of course not. Then what is it? Of course it is a phrase. A phrase is something that gives us some meaning but not the complete one. I repeat, a phrase is a group of words that make some sense but not complete one. So in this regard, we can say that this group of words that is written on the board is not a sentence but the phrase. Next example, after 2 weeks. Now this is also a group of words, but is it giving clear meaning? Not at all. We are able to understand some meaning out of that, means we are able to get some sense, but it is not complete one. Therefore this group of words also cannot be called a sentence, rather it can be called a phrase. One more example, in the road. We are getting same situation over here. This is also a group of words. It is giving some sense but not complete, and therefore we can call that a phrase. And finally we will take one more example so that our concept of the phrase will be quite clear. On the road. Now this is also group of words, but again after reading it we are getting only some sense out of that, and it is not the complete sense, and therefore this group of words also can be called phrase but not sentence. I hope you might have understood what is meant by phrase. I repeat the definition for you. A phrase is a group of words that make some sense but not complete one. So after reading all these phrases, we are able to get some meaning, but the meaning is not clear, and therefore this group of words can be called the phrase. Okay. And another important thing about the phrase is that phrase most often begins with preposition. So here in this phrase we are getting a preposition that is in the next one we are getting a preposition that is after, and in the third one we are getting the preposition in, and the last one we are getting preposition on. So it is quite obvious from these examples that most often phrases begin with prepositions. After having understood what is meant by phrase and what is meant by sentence, now it is time to start the exercise. I have prepared a very small exercise for you, and after doing this exercise you will get a kind of confidence and you will be able to identify which one are the phrases and sentences with the help of this. So let's start. Some examples are written. The first example is Rakesh wrote a letter. Now after reading this group of words, are we getting meaning? Of course we are getting meaning, and the meaning is complete, means we are able to get complete sense. So first group of word is a sentence. So let me put yes in the box to indicate that it is a sentence. Now next group of word contains three words. In the evening. After reading this, are you getting any meaning? The obvious answer to this question should be we are able to get some meaning, but it is not clear. We are not understanding the full message, but something we are understanding out of that, and therefore this group of word is not a sentence, rather it is a phrase, and as it is a phrase we will put P in the box. Next one, after the meeting. Now after the meeting is also group of word, but again it is not giving us complete sense, it is just giving some meaning, and therefore this third group of word is also called phrase and not the sentence. The next one, I will speak well. Now this group of word contains four words. After reading that we are able to get clear meaning, it is able to make the complete sense, and therefore this group of word can be called sentence. So let me write yes in the box. And finally, Gopal is my friend. Now this is a group of word. and after reading this we are getting complete sense, and as we are able to get complete sense, this group of word can be called sentence. So let me write yes in the box. Friends, I hope you understood what is meant by phrases and sentences, and I hope that the meaning of the phrase and the sentence is clear to you. And here we have come to an end of the session. So the most important thing is that if you have liked the video, please press the like button, share it among your friends, and please do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.